And hey guys, welcome back to the channel, back with the Midwest Express. So, been a while since I talked about Walmart Spark and Instacart. And I've seen a couple of articles in the last couple days, and this one just today from WTMJ radio station on their website, they posted that Instacart is now teamed up with Kroger's, and that's Pick and Save ownership and owner of Instacart, but they've teamed up and are now accepting the SNAP benefits for low-income people. And that's big news, especially for the Milwaukee area and the more metro areas in Wisconsin. So people will have access to have their groceries delivered. But we all know that when people are on SNAP benefits, the tips kind of drop. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how that affects the Instacart orders. You know, they're going to probably stack all of these with good tipping orders. And that's the way DoorDash and Instacart both work. But the sad thing is, Instacart adds additional fees on things. Like if you're going to use SNAP benefits, I would use SNAP benefits with Walmart Spark over Instacart. Just because when you shop on the Instacart app, everything, all the prices are raised. They don't give it to you at the cost of the store price. And that's why Instacart doesn't give you your receipt, because there's markup to use that Instacart app. Unlike Walmart Spark, where they pretty much give you the price of what you see in the store is what you pay for on the app, which is decent. But I thought that was really interesting. The Business Insider last week had an article, and I'm going to dig it up. I snapped a couple of quick pictures of it here. But Walmart spent years growing Spark, its own gig economy delivery service. But Walmart Spark workers say challenges become clear in 2023 and definitely in 2024. So in this article in the Business Insider, they go in depth and they talk about, you know, the long wait times for drivers, and kind of they do a really good job of laying out like all the complaints we have as drivers out here on doing these delivery apps and how things work. Walmart has done a pretty good job at getting the orders out when they're fully manned. And some stores have employment problems. They can't get enough employees, or the weekends pop, and it just gets so busy and they get inundated with orders, because Walmart Plus probably has, when it comes to grocery delivery now, they are the number one in the house. They get many more orders than Instacart. However, because you're paying for that membership with Walmart Plus, a lot of those orders also don't tip, and they're lower paying orders nowadays. So that's a big complaint with a lot of drivers. But I noticed that in this article, they talk about fraudulent Walmart Spark drivers use false identities, and sometimes many identities at once to claim orders. And, you know, this was something that Walmart had never, ever really come out and admitted in the past. But now they're admitting that, you know, this is a problem. They really don't know how to get their hands around it to verify, because there is ways for drivers to go online in the dark web and purchase people's stolen identities. And they can't verify all the information all the time. DDI did a horrible job with the stand-up of all the documents for Walmart Spark. And, you know, just this last week, Walmart Spark came out and said, hey, verify your insurance. And I think this is another check valve, because my insurance isn't expired. I know that yours is probably not expired either, but they come out these certain times of the year where they throw this out, and it kind of weeds out a lot of people. I think they're able to catch some of the scammers this way on making sure that they have updated insurance, because that's their way of weeding out people with false accounts. But in this article, they have a lot of links to previous articles. The Business Insider does a lot of great tracking of Walmart Spark. And they have some posts from previously. They have an article in here where it says a Walmart delivery driver said his weekly earnings dropped from $1,500 to $200 due to the competition of bots and the growing problems that workers say. And bots are real, guys. We talked about batch grabbers when it comes to Instacart and bots. there is so many ways that people are cheating the system with dual phones and whatnot. And not everybody with dual phones is cheating the system. I have 2 phones. I use one to record videos on. I usually multi-app at the same time between different apps. I normally don't do apps at the same time though. So like I might turn Uber on one phone and Lyft on the other, but as soon as I get a ride, I turn the other one off. And that's just to keep the flow of my day kind of going. So I'm always kind of looking for the next gig and to keep myself employed, because none of these gig apps are busy enough that you can one and done and be like, this is my jam, I'm just going to stay with this one. It's not really possible nowadays. But also, let's see, what else did they have in this article? They said Walmart delivery programs have an identity crisis. Some drivers aren't who they say they are. And that was another article that they had there in the Business Insider, and you see multiple posts, online where they're saying, Sally's on your way with your delivery, and Sally's dropping your order off at this time. And you look out the window and it's not Sally. It might be Salvatore or Juan or John or whoever, but it's not Sally delivering your groceries. So, and you think about it, it's kind of the ultimate scam if you're stealing somebody's identity to do these deliveries. Because let's say they steal your identity, your social security number, but all the money's getting delivered to their debit card account that they had set up. And at the end of the year, they don't file taxes for Sally, but Sally ends up getting notification from the IRS that she didn't claim $30,000, $40,000 in earned taxes this year. So that could be a big bump for Sally and for just the gig economy overall, because verifying the information can be challenging. So, and in this article also, they talk about the role of Spark drivers in 2024 is up for debate, because the CEO of Walmart came out and said in September that he wants associates and store employees to do more and more deliveries. That's their plan, but honestly, I think that's going to be a ways off, because it is not cost effective for them to get these orders out, especially the stacked orders with the smaller orders that they stack like 8, 9, 10, 12 deliveries all in one order. They could have their store employees do that, but the time that gets consumed, the fuel, the vehicle, the gas, it's cheaper just to dish that to Walmart Spark drivers. And the economy's kind of tightening up. I'm telling you guys, in the next 3 months, the wake-up call is going to come, and everybody's going to realize that we're in a hard place. And not every, I'm going to wait for FedEx to blow by here, but not every sign from the stock market is a sign of how our actual economy is going. Stock market, people that invest in the stock market are making money on the way up, and they're making money on the way down. They bet on it to go up, and then when they think, oh, it's too high, now let's short everything and bet on the fact that it's all going to drop and plummet. And short positions are gaining momentum right now. So it could be a very brutal over the next 3-4 months, as I think that more good jobs are going to be harder to find. And the cream of the crop is, there's another article linked out of this one where they talk about a former Walmart Spark driver who is suing Walmart, saying that they should be considered employees. And that's a slippery slope, because then they are responsible for your driving, for your insurance. There's all kinds of aspects of when they're going to bring you in as an employee, and I cannot see that happening. I can't see that a lawsuit like that would even be won. But who knows? Maybe so. We're in the times that organized labor is taking a forefront, and it works out sometimes for UPS, the United Auto Workers. But then what's that do? It's going to drive up the price of shipping and the price of vehicles. So as the American person using these services will use it as long as it's cost effective. And just like I was talking with the SNAP program going into Instacart, and Walmart's been doing SNAP for a year and a half, 2 years. I don't even know how long, but they've been doing it for a while. Instacart's kind of late to the game here with utilizing the SNAP benefits and getting the drivers to want to do the deliveries. That's going to be the challenge. I don't know how Instacart is going to get enough drivers to take these smaller orders, because they already marry up a lot of really horrible orders with this few decent ones. And once you get stacked 2-3 deliveries in one order, that's when things start getting delayed, the quality starts to go down, and then people will stop using the app if they don't see as good a quality. And that's not talking about the amount of people that are going to say, well, I never got my stuff, and all the other rigmarole that kind of goes with that when you're dealing with people that don't have, they're going to try to get over sometimes. So, but I think it is a good program. It's just going to be interesting to see how Instacart's going to make it profitable for themselves, because like I said the other day, all of these companies are looking at the profit margins now, and downsizing their employee base is the only way that they can show the best profits out there. So, but hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Hopefully you have a great weekend. I'm getting ready. There's some Badger events here in Madison today. Like I said, it's been snowing. I like it when it snows. I like it when we get bad weather, but I like it during work days, not on the weekends, because when the weekends hit, other than food delivery, people just hibernate and they don't go out because they're like, oh, the weather's bad. Let's just chill. Let's Netflix and chill. Maybe order some pizza or Chinese food. So could do some food delivery today. DoorDash, it's been popping. I've done some DoorDash, Grubhub. I did Instacart. I've done Roadie and Uber all today. And it's only 12:30. So it's been a busy day, but I'm wrapping up my lunch here. Hopefully you guys have a great day, great weekend, and we'll hit you on the next one.